Hello, my name is Tiffany Calder, but I tend to go by Tiff more often. I am in the Section 3 of CIT 336 online. I live in Madison, Wisconsin, but I grew up 2 hours north of Seattle, right up by Canada. I am a university studies major with a CIT minor and clusters in web design and development and criminal justice. I attended back when it was still Rick's, and had my major was criminal justice at that time, and so I'm being able to use those credits to apply to my degree. I'm a senior, hoping to graduate in July after the spring semester. After the semester, I have just 3 more classes to take, so seems like a doable goal. Let's see, I'm taking this class because it's required, but also because it hooks into my job. I am web admin for my mom's website for her business. She's a Labradoodle breeder out in Oregon, and I kind of walked in on this about 5 years ago, took over her website for her, and it's just a WordPress site right now, but I've done a lot of cleaning up and streamlining of things, trying to make it look better but also function better. I haven't had time to rebuild it from the ground up because I've been working for her, but also taking classes and parenting. So my hope is that this class will give me a better understanding of some of the database based things you can do with websites. I have just a little background in PHP. I took CIT 230 last semester, and it required that we use PHP hooks. So that's the most I've done with that, and I'm kind of new to CSS. But I got a pretty good handle on it. So that's also kind of my long-term web development goal, is to gain more knowledge to be able to use in my job and possibly branch out and build sites for other people as well. Unique about me, I mentioned I grew up in Washington, and in the summer, one of the things that my friends and I enjoyed doing was we would drive up Mount Baker and take our snowboards, and we would hike up to the snow and do some summer snowboarding in shorts and t-shirts. And then on the way down the mountain, one car of us, most of us, would stop at the river and pull the inner tubes out of the trunk of the car and float the river down to another town that was at the foot of the mountain and get picked up. From there, we would go have a barbecue at one of the lakes and play on the boats and canoes. And we'd end our day of fun with a fire at the beach to roast marshmallows and watch the sunset. And I think it's unique because there aren't a lot of places where you can do all of those things in one day. And it was just one of those silly things that we did as kids because of where we were growing up. Strength that I bring to the class, I would say problem solving. I really enjoy running into problems with code. It's kind of a quirk of mine. I can code pretty well, but what I've really liked with group work, especially last semester in CIT 260, the Java class, I liked when the group ran into a roadblock or code wasn't working quite right, and being able to figure out what was wrong. It's one of the ways I learn best, is by doing and fixing. So I think that's a strength of mine. Weakness I have is pretty much at the start of every semester, I feel totally lost and clueless. I don't know how computers work. I don't know how the internet functions. I don't know. And it can be a little overwhelming to feel that way. I think it kind of ties back into my strength, which is that I learn by doing. So learning by reading text or watching a video or listening isn't where my main learning happens until we've dived in and I've been able to get my hands on whatever it is, thinking maybe I need to build a computer in my spare time, and then I'll have a little more clue to the components and what they all do. I look forward to getting to know the class this semester. Thank you for watching my video.